Throughout the United States of America, roller coasters thrill guests that come from all over the country to ride them. However, they come at a price. In my last video, I talked about what major amusement park chains will give you the best bang for your buck, and for this episode I will be doing the same thing, but with independent parks. And one chain that I snuck in. There are a whole lot of parks out there that aren't part of a chain, way too many for just this video, so I will only be covering 9 of them, plus 2 Hershey Parks. With all of that said, let's begin. First up is Slate Compounds, which will run you $51 for a normal summer day. That ticket gives you a nice family atmosphere mostly free of ads, plus some good coasters. Where this park gets better though, is with its season passes. A bronze pass gets you unlimited visits with the same benefits as a normal ticket, but it is only $63. Going up to the highest tier, a gold deluxe season pass is $228, but it adds the benefits of free admission into a haunted walkthrough, free admission into holiday lights, free soda, 3 bring-a-buddy days, and 25% off of food and retail items. It is quite costly, but the benefits are very nice. The only problem with the gold deluxe pass is even with all of the previously mentioned benefits, there are still only 5 coasters in the park, and 3 of them are said to be bad or can be found elsewhere. This leads me to believe that the deluxe pass is not quite worth it, but the bronze pass is certainly a great deal. That is, if you live in the area. That final point from Slate Compounds brings an issue. Generally, you won't be visiting independent parks more than once in a season. Because of this, I will no longer be talking about season pass deals unless there is a super cheap one that I believe is worth mentioning. Alright, back to the main portion of this video. Next, I want to talk about a bit of an outlier from the majority of parks, which is Knoebels. Rather than having one-day tickets, you have 2 options. A. Pay per ride. B. Pay per a wristband. You get in for free, but if you're planning to ride a lot and want to pay per ride, don't. That amount that you're paying will start low, but steadily increase until it is way more than simply buying a wristband. If you buy now, a ride all-day wristband is $47. That is cheap, and it is absolutely what I would recommend doing here. But wait, this park system gets weirder. You can only get this all-day pass on weekdays. Weekends require you to pay for each ride, which isn't a huge deal, but it is probably going to mean that you either don't get as many rides, or end up paying a whole lot more than you could have. Other than that though, I really do think that this park has excellent pricing, and apparently great and cheap food as well. Now to sneak in the chain whose parks feel like family parks, but aren't, Hershey. This chain actually owns 3 parks, but only 2 are really worth mentioning. These are the hugely revered Silver City and Dollywood. You could argue all day about which park is better, but that's not what I'm here to do. I'm just trying to find the prices and see which one is better value. Both of these parks are known for having beautiful pieces of theming and great atmosphere, but unlike Disney parks that are geared toward families, they combine such things with some great thrills too. At Silver City there's Powder Keg, Thunderation, Wildfire, Time Traveler, and Outlaw Run, all of which are great rides, and you can ride all of them in one day for the price of $72. However, there is also a 2-day offer for $92. The 1-day ticket is great value by itself, as from personal experience I can say that this park is incredible, but $20 more for a second day here is amazing. For what you're getting, I honestly think that this is up there with the Cedar Fair parks for value. Everything here really is that good. Wait, what's that? Silver City has a 3-day ticket too? And it's only $10 more than 2 days? Yup, that's right. A 3-day ticket at this park is incredible value. At $102, it averages to about $33 a day. That's nothing. If you're coming down to Branson for Silver City, I cannot recommend enough coming here for at least 2 days. You'll get a much better feel for the park, and the value is incredible. Silver City's sister park, Dollywood, also has some great thrill rides and coasters, by far the most notable of which is Lightning Rod, the world's first and only launched wooden coaster at the time of recording. Aside from this launch though, it is also an airtime machine, of course being built by the famed Rocky Mountain Construction. There's also Wild Eagle, which is the big crowd pleaser, Mystery Mine, Thunderhead, and more, and it costs $80 for 1 day. That seems a little bit excessive, but when you add in the incredible theming and atmosphere that will almost undoubtedly lead to you having a great time, it might just be worth it. Will it? Maybe. Dollywood, like Silver Dollar City, also has 2-day and 3-day tickets. I would say they aren't quite as good as SDC's, but that's not saying too much really. A 2-day pass is about $100, and 3 days at Dollywood is $109. That is still very good for the quality it gets you. A park that gives you every time of the year in one day is up to the plate. What I'm about to say does only apply if you buy tickets online, but the value is still incredible. Depending on what day you go, one-day tickets can range anywhere from $20 to $45. When you have a world-class wooden coaster in your park, plus 2 other great woodies and the only non-tire launched B&M coaster in the world, that is ridiculously good. Holiday World is absolutely rocking it with these prices. The season pass isn't quite as good and not worth mentioning beyond that, but it isn't bad. This is another park up there for best value in the US, along with Knoebels and any park in the Cedar Fair chain. Moving on to a very old and classic amusement park, Kennywood costs $40 for a ticket online. Kennywood, join the club with your previously mentioned value heroes. Yet again, that price is amazing. It really continues to show the quality and bang for your buck that family and independently owned parks can get you. We've been having some really good prices, but every party has a pooper, so welcome Lagoon. This is a park in Utah mainly known for its excellent top 3, with Colossus the Fire Dragon, Wicked, and the granddaddy, Cannibal. Unfortunately, after that, the lineup kinda fades off into the distance, with a whole lot of family coasters. Sure, they're fairly unique for the most part, but to get in and ride stuff at this park, you will be paying $70. That's pretty expensive, but it isn't the worst. It may not be in the amazing price group, but it isn't nearly as bad as a SeaWorld park. A park with one great-looking Gravity Group coaster and not too much else is up next with a price of $43 for an all-day combo pass. This is of course Waldemere, and it brings back the good prices. It isn't perfect since like I said, there isn't much at the park, but $43 is not bad at all. Silverwood, with its 2 CCIs and 1 massive Vekoma, is up. For one day in the summer months of June and July, a ticket is $54. Not bad, but also not perfect. There again isn't a whole lot in this park that pass the top coasters, but the top is arguably worth the price by themselves. It probably isn't worth a trip out just for this park, but add in some of the other small parks in the area and it would make a nice road trip. Okay, hear me out. Say you're at Holiday World and you just had a great day at the park, especially for the price you paid. But you want to extend your trip a little bit. So, you get a one-day ticket at Indiana Beach for the very epic coasters of Cornball Express, Hoosier Hurricane, and Lost Coaster. Good news, you'll be happy with the price again. One day at Indiana Beach will run you $40. The park may be sketchy, but apparently it's a whole lot of fun, so it is a small price to pay for such a great time. Finally for this video is Hershey Park. The park is getting a massive expansion this year, so when you think about this price, consider the current lineup plus a B&M Hyper. For these coasters, you'll be paying $44, which in my opinion is one of the best deals out of any of the parks that I have talked about, including Part 1. However, Hershey Park is pretty big, so you may want to get 2 days at the park. To do this, you will pay a total of $76, $38 for each day. This is an incredible deal, especially for how good this park looks. That's gonna do it for this video. Like I said, I obviously couldn't do too many parks, but if I'm not feeling too lazy, I may leave a few more parks and prices in a pinned comment. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing, and let me know if this video helped you plan a trip of some sort, or if I made some kind of mistake like I did a lot in Part 1. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.